And for the first time this season, we welcome you into Columbia, South Carolina for CIU Rams women's basketball on the CIU Sports Network. Kay Crenshaw with you all on what is a chilly November Saturday outside. Here inside, though, we're expecting some fiery competition as the Rams play host to the Union Bulldogs, a group that was picked to finish fourth in the AAC standings. Just below them, the CIU Rams picked to finish fifth in the conference this season. Union fresh off a 93-84 victory last week at Alice Lloyd. Meanwhile, Columbia International looking to right the ship as they fell Thursday at Voorhees College, 82-66. Home opener for the Rams, neat to jump for CIU. Meanwhile, Himes to jump for Union, and it will be the Bulldogs who bring it down. And their two-time All-American Brooke Hammonds brings it up the floor. CIU showing an early 2-3 zone. Hammonds will dump off to Jervis. Now the two-time Conference Player of the Year dumps it inside, up and off the glass for Mackenzie Himes, a sophomore out of Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Ferrara from the right wing. She got it. Madison Ferrara with the dagger gives Columbia International an early 3-2 lead here in the first. Columbia International showing an early full court pressure led by Hatcher. Union goes inside to Himes again in the paint. Defended by Neat, not enough. Mackenzie Himes with a quick 4 points. Fresh off a 6-point ball game at Alice Lloyd last week. Neat from the elbow. Brings it back out to Hatcher. Driving up and off the glass is Tania Heston, a graduate transfer from Oakland University. Her first points here inside the Moore Fitness Center. Howard with a steal, headed the other way. Heston from three. Off the front iron. Hatcher bringing the physicality, loses the rebound battle, but running right into what is a double team was Newland. She's able to get it off, and Hammonds breaks open coast to coast. She leaves the layup short. Columbia International up by one, coming up on 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Hatcher from three. Madison Hatcher, the true freshman, getting the start today for CIU. Linton goes over the top to Newland. She tries driving in the paint. Got the bucket to go, but it'll be waved off for a travel. CIU up by 4 on Union. Monica Howard, the senior out of Anderson, South Carolina, bringing it up the floor for the Rams. She'll dump off to Heston. He's working against Brooke Hammonds. And Hammonds whistle for the early hand check foul, her first, Union's first team foul as well. You look at that matchup of Heston and Hammonds, two veteran players. We mentioned earlier on Heston, a graduate transfer from Oakland. Meanwhile, Brooke Hammonds, the senior from Pennington Gap, Virginia, a two-time Conference Player of the Year for the AAC and a two-time All-American. Neat couldn't get a handle on it. Linton headed the other way. She pump fakes Hatcher and gets it to go off the glass. Heston drives, kicks it to Howard. Off the front iron, and Neat going to be whistled for the foul as she drug down Shelby Newland from behind. That's Neat's first personal and Columbia International's first team foul. Hammonds breaks the press. She'll dump off to Linton. Inside to Himes from the paint. Won't get it to go. Linton, the offensive putback. Lily Linton, her fourth year as a Bulldog, ties this game up at 8. Neat whistled for the illegal screen. That's going to be her quick second personal foul. A tough, tough break for the Rams, losing one of their star players here early. 2 quick fouls as Hannah Trawick will check into the ball game. Jervis trying to go up top, but now the 6-footer Trawick making her presence known in the paint. The Rams looking to regain the lead. We're tied at 8, under 6.5 to play in the first. Ferrara off the mark, brought down by Newland. Hammonds gonna take the jumper. And she tried going up for her own offensive rebound. Convergence back inside to Hammonds. And it's poked away and stolen by Quanika Howard. Trawick inside. Too much off the glass. Once again, Newland brings it down. That's now her 3rd rebound early on here in the first. A few substitutions coming to the desk for both teams. Jervis from 3. Left it off the front iron, brought down by Heston. Heston trying to go coast to coast with the right hand. Tania Heston, the Hillard, Ohio native, picking up her 2nd bucket of the ball game. The Rams back up by 2. And on the other end, she'll draw the charge from Brooke Hammonds, as Hammonds will pick up her 2nd personal. The storyline so far for these two squads, their star players both have 2 fouls. For CIU, it's Zion Neat. She's currently on the bench. Brooke Hammonds, though, she just picked up her 2nd for Union. That's not really a player, though, that you can leave out of the ball game too long. We'll see her step aside here for Haley Brock. Also onto the floor for Union was Reagan King. Meanwhile, across the way, Kanaya Watkins and Brittany Brown into the ball game for CIU. Trawick into the corner for Watkins, driving baseline, back to Trawick from the paint. Hannah Trawick, the hometown kid, grew up right here in Lexington, extending the Rams' lead to 4. Now Watkins left the reversal short, and Brock will wrestle away the rebound. Hatcher the other way. Timeout, Union. The true freshman, Mackenzie Hatcher, puts the Rams up 14-8. Timeout on the floor, 4.5 to play in the first. We'll be back for more on the CIU Sports Network. Back inside the Moore Fitness Center, just over 4.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Fresh off of the Union timeout, CIU leading by 6. Kanaya Watkins whistled for the defensive foul on the inbounds. No correction, not a defensive foul on Watkins. It was Brock who stepped over. Now the referee apologizing his bad. Let's see what his bad was. And it is indeed a defensive foul on Watkins. My eyes didn't quite deceive me there. Kanaya picking up her 1st personal. The Rams' 2nd team foul. Union will have the inbounds. CIU showing a full court pressure here. 4 Rams in the backcourt. Just 3 Bulldogs when you've got both Trawick and King back on the other end of the floor. Brock's pass will sail behind Newland. And a key turnover picked up by the Rams. Can they extend their lead now to 8 points? It will be the largest they've had in the first. Kanaya Watkins led this team in assists, steals, and made free throws a year ago. Jumps it back up to Hatcher. On the runner, rattles out. King and Jervis both bring it down. Watkins going for the steal. Brock kept her dribble alive from her knee as Newland ran right into Hannah Trawick and couldn't get the lucky roll. Brock for the offensive board. Linton from three. Short. She tried saving the inbounds. Indeed she does. .12 on the shot clock for Union. Linton from the top of the key. Now 5 seconds. Brock from the right wing. Off the mark. Brittany Brown there to corral it. And as Brown went to dish off to Watkins, she's whistled for the travel. Columbia International in those brand new uniforms. The home whites with the yellow and blue pattern trim. The yellow numerals, meanwhile, Union in their road grays and the orange trim. Heston went for the deflection. Not able to get there in time. Linton lost her handle. Brown headed the other way. Watkins on Brock. Pump fake off the glass and in. Kanaya Watkins, her first points in this one. Rams go up by 8. Into the corner to Brock. Top of the key, Jervis. 10 on the shot clock. Travel on Newland. Mackenzie Himes back into the ball game for King as Brock will step aside with Savannah Fox making her first game appearance for Union. Himes an early 4 points to start this ball game before she checked out. She's back on the floor, and Savannah Fox, a transfer from Trevecca Nazarene University. First time the Rams will see her. Ferrara looking to drive left side. Step back Jay off the mark. Two-three zone for CIU. Linton working on Brown, is poked away, and Heston's headed the other way. It's 1-on-2. Heston from the left side. Tania Heston, her third bucket. The Rams are up by 10. Jervis going far corner to Fox from three. Well short. Heston to bring it down. Ferrara, the corner. Whistles blow as her back foot was out of bounds. Mia Heston with 6 points and 2 rebounds will head to the bench for CIU across the final 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Kanika Howard onto the floor. Fox looks to be trapped. She finds Linton up the floor, and Himes off the glass. 6 points for Mackenzie Himes. That matches her game total from a week ago against Alice Lloyd. Newland pokes it away from Watkins. Union picked to finish 4th in the preseason conference standings. CIU holding the 5th spot. Two evenly matched teams today facing off for the first time this season. Linton from three. She got it. The Rams' lead has been cut to 5, courtesy of Lee Linton. What will the final 60 seconds hold of the first quarter? Howard leaves it short. And as Newland brings down the rebound, she's met by Brittany Brown and a personal foul on Brown. That's Brown's first. Columbia International's 5th team foul. Nia Watkins checking out with 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Madison Hatcher, a freshman from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, back on the floor. Miscommunication from Fox and Jervis will result in the turnover. Ferrara from the sideline. An 18-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Hatcher, the runner, off the glass and in. Madison Hatcher. She's now got 5, and the Rams lead it by 7. Whistles blow in transition as it's Madison Ferrara, the guilty party, picking up her first. Columbia International's 6th team foul in the first quarter. In fact, it's Columbia International picking up their 7th team foul, which will send Jervis to the line. She'll sink the first. Gracie Jervis, a sophomore out of London, Kentucky. No, not London, England. That's London, Kentucky. A 62% shooter from the charity stripe a year ago. She goes 1 for 2 on this trip. Shot clock turned off. The Rams can hold it for the final 25 seconds if they want to. Inside to Trawick. Back up top, Ferrara from 3. She got it! Madison Ferrara with her second three-pointer. Knocking it away from Jervis. And you get across the timeline, indeed they do. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Trawick knocks it away. 1 second left in the first quarter. Hannah Trawick, the nice defensive stop. She came from the post, covered a lot of ground, getting nearly to the right corner to knock that full court pass away. With the final second here in the first quarter, Brooke Hammonds checks back in for Union. Hammonds will have the inbounds. 1.2 seconds. Jervis, not enough time to pass. They needed a bucket. It won't go. End of the first quarter. CIU leads at 23-14 over Union. We'll be back for more action here from the Moore Fitness Center on the CIU Sports Network. Back for second quarter action in Columbia. CIU leading Union 23-14. Leading the way for Columbia International so far has been Tania Heston with 7. You've also got Madison Hatcher with 7. Ferrara with 6 as well. Howard, Hatcher, Heston, Trawick, and Ferrara on the floor for CIU. Meanwhile, Newland, Jervis, Himes, Linton, and Hammond on the floor for the Bulldogs. Trawick comes up short, and the third time is not the charm for Monika Howard, but she'll draw the foul and get 2 shots from the charity stripe as Gracie Jervis picks up her first of the ball game. Monika Howard, a 69% shooter from the charity stripe a year ago. First free throw's up and good. The senior out of Anderson, her 4th year in the program. Dealt with concussion issues last year, which limited her time. In 2021, though, she looks to be a big part of the Rams' season vision. Hammonds picks up her dribble, has to dish off to Newland. The full court pressure. Bulldogs break through. Into the corner. Hammonds wide open from 3. Off the back iron. Ferrara with the board. CIU up by 11. Howard from three. She got it. Quanika Howard puts her 5th point in the books, and the Rams go up by 14. Linton, step back Jay. Out there, Trawick brings it down. 3-on-2, headed the other way. Heston to Ferrara from downtown. Madison Ferrara sinks it from the left side, and the Rams have pushed their lead even further. Now 31-14 CIU. Jervis falls. Ball's loose. Heston's got it. Inside to Howard. Pump fake. Bucket. Timeout, Union. And head coach Danielle Fleming is fired up for the Rams. 8:28 to play in the first half. CIU leads at 33-14. We're back for more on the CIU Sports Network. Back in the Moore Fitness Center. 8:28 to play in the first half. And fresh off the Union timeout, the Bulldogs trail CIU 33-14. Hatcher quickly knocking it away. Union will retain possession. For just y'all joining us, well, it's been all CIU as of late. The Rams making 3 of their last 3 field goals. And is indeed last touch by the Bulldogs, I apologize. But the Rams scoring 9 straight points. Top of the key to Trawick. Pass was behind Ferrara, but Hatcher dives, and Newland keeps it behind her back to avoid the jump ball. Heads up play from Shelby Newland. She now dishes off to Linton from the post, and the Bulldogs will strike for the first time in a while. Hatcher from the right side, left it short. Newland in the corner. Shot put up from Abigail Smith. Too strong. Heston, coast to coast. Not there. Shelby Newland hasn't come off the floor yet for Union. She hasn't scored yet, but she's brought down 4 boards as she misfires inside the paint. Hatcher, left side 3, bang! Madison Hatcher. This is a Rams team that loves the perimeter, and they're attacking it early on, shooting 50% from beyond the arc. Trawick, the takeaway. Hatcher, all alone on the other end. Madison Hatcher continues to make a big-time impact as a true freshman. That's one name you're probably going to see on the all-freshman team end of the year. Hammonds tries going coast to coast, and after she misfired the layup, she'll foul Trawick on the rebound. Brooke Hammonds now with 3 personal fouls. That's the best player for Union. She's a 2-time All-American and a 2-time conference reigning player of the year. Their leading scorer from a year ago with 14.5 points a game and a little over 11 rebounds. Today, Hammond, no points, just 1 board. Left side, Zion Neat, too strong. Linton there to snag it. Hammond's pass intercepted by Heston. Coast to coast, Tania Heston for the bucket. Rams now up by 24 points on Union. Takeaway again. Howard all by herself. Quanika Howard now with 9 points. Boy, how this second quarter has taken a turn for the worst if you're Union. They haven't scored in the last 2.5 minutes, and it won't be on that possession either. Howard with yet another takeaway. Trawick inside the paint. Bucket won't go. She'll draw the foul and head to the line for 2. Rams on a 9-0 run. If you're going to try to cut into this lead, well, Union hasn't done the things they needed to do. 4 turnovers in the last 2.5 minutes. Trawick will sink the first. Earlier on in this second quarter, CIU led by just 8 points. It was 25-17 at one point. Or make that, 23-13 at one point. First time checking into the ball game for CIU is Zany Thompson, a freshman from Seabrook, South Carolina. Rams on a 10-0 run. Hammonds from the paint. Thompson for the deflection. Watkins working the right side. Larissa Lee also into the ball game for CIU. Neat trying to work a screen. She keeps it herself down the left side. Rams now lead by 31. And finally, Lily Linton breaks the nearly 3-minute scoring drought for Union. But boy, how those 3 minutes have turned the tide. Neat on the other end. Can't get it to go. Lee and Howard. It's a 2-on-3. Watkins on the right side. Off the front iron. At one point in time, Union trailed by just 7 points. They're now down by 27. Misfiring is Abigail Smith on the tray. Howard, spin move, turnaround J. Quanika Howard now with 11 points for CIU. They lead at 47-18, and this one got away in a hurry. Hammonds drives as Thompson's whistle for the foul. Brooke Hammonds will go to the line for 2 shots. Thompson's first. The Rams' second team foul in the second quarter. They cleaned up things defensively. You look back in the first, they had 17 fouls, got into the bonus. As Quanika Howard will step aside. Tania Heston back onto the floor. Meanwhile, on the other end, Himes checking back in for Union. Hammonds will sink her first free throw, a 73% shooter a season ago from the charity stripe. Second will rattle out. Whistles blow for a foul. The first on Mackenzie Himes as she got tangled up with Thompson on the rebound. .320 to play in the first half. Rams in complete control. Illegal screen from Thompson. It's headed the other way. going to be Thompson's second personal. She'll have to step aside. Trawick back into the mix. Newland, left baseline. Got it to fall. The lead is 26 for CIU. Niall Watkins headed to the line. Mackenzie Himes picking up her second personal foul. Niall Watkins led this team a year ago in made free throws with 116 on the season. 80% shooter a year ago, now a senior out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. She'll get the first to rattle in. Two for two from the charity stripe for Kanaya Watkins. Hammonds pump fake from the straightaway. She can't get the right-handed layup to fall. Brooke Hammonds continues to struggle today with just 1 point here in the first half. Heston, jumper from the elbow. Lead back to 30 points for CIU. They're looking for their largest conference win in program history. Linton from three. Off the mark. Zion Neat will snatch it. And as she went to go coast to coast, Neat going to be whistled for the charge. That's going to be her third personal foul in the first half. And Zion's going to have to step aside. Madison Hatcher checks in from the scores table. (51-21), Columbia International. Right side Hammonds. She goes into the corner. Left side, Smith off the mark. Trawick battling, and somehow she came away with a rebound. Dumped it off to Heston. Now under 2 minutes to play. Watkins can't get it to fall. And we saw something fly through the air. I believe that's a finger cast for Lily Linton. She's able to put it back on her finger. Hopefully it stays on this time. Just over a minute and a half to play in the first half. Linton, right baseline, working on Trawick. No shot. That foul be on the floor. Hannah Trawick will be whistled for her first personal. Team's sixth foul here in the second quarter. First shot from Linton is good. Lily Linton, the junior, out of Bardstown, Kentucky. 79% shooter from the charity stripe a season ago. She goes 1 for 2 on that trip. And the Rams have a minute 17 to play. Heston loses her dribble. Loose ball to be a jump ball awarded to Union per the possession arrow. Talking with head coach Danielle Fleming pregame, she says the one thing she was looking for tonight from their previous loss to Voorhees on Thursday was they need better offensive production. Just 66 points in 4 quarters isn't going to get it done. Well, tonight they have 51 points through half that time. Rams on pace right now to break 100. Newland from 3. Cannot get the lucky roll. Hammonds the offensive board. She dumped off to Himes. Mackenzie Himes yet again. Now with 8 points. Hatcher from 3. Left it short. Hammond headed the other way. Stopped at the block. Luckily, a back and forth pass gave her back her dribble. Smith from three. Abigail Smith puts the 27th point in the books for Union here in the first half, but they still face a mighty deficit. 24 points for CIU. Shot clock turned off. We've got 9 seconds to play. Heston driving right side as she went up for the layup. Newland whistled for the personal foul. That's going to be her second personal, as Heston heads to the line. 5.4 seconds remain in the first half. CIU up 51-27. Tania Heston, graduate transfer from Oakland University. Cannot get her first free throw to fall. Heston, 10 points in this ball game. The Rams are led by Hatcher with 12. Her second free throw will fall. Lead back to 25. Linton with 2 seconds. Beats the buzzer. Lily Linton caps off the first half with a Union bucket. But you look ahead to the second half, they're going to need a lot more in their future if they want to make this a ball game. At the break, the Rams lead at 52-29, a 23-point ball game here in the Moore Fitness Center. When we come back for more Rams basketball on the CIU Sports Network. Back for second half action inside the Moore Fitness Center. Columbia International leading Union College by 23 points coming out of the half. 52-29 Rams. You've got Heston, Hatcher, Ferrara, Trewick, and Howard on the floor for CIU. Meanwhile, it's Newland, Himes, Hammonds, Linton, and Fox on the floor for the Bulldogs. Heston's first layup, I should say, won't go. Hammonds tries driving in, jump ball inside the paint, and it'll stay Union basketball. You look at the first half stats, and one thing that's going to jump off the page at you. It's a two-time NAIA All-American. Brooke Hammonds held to just 1 point, shooting 0 for 6 from the field. That 1 point, of course, coming from the free throw line. She was limited in a big way offensively in the first half. And the rest of the Bulldogs were not able to make up for it. Linton along the right side, dishes back up top of the key to Hammond. They find Newland inside the circle, and somehow she works her way around Trewick to make it fall. Shelby Newland now with 4 points. Hatcher led all scorers with 12. In the corner for Howard. Hatcher, the freshman, had it poked away, and she comes away limping. Nursing that left side a little bit. That's one thing that head coach Daniel Fleming does not want to see. As a potential conference freshman of the year candidate be banged up. It's on the floor against Linton. Make that Newland, her second team foul, or her second personal foul. Heston up and off the glass. Tania Heston now with 13 points. That leads all scorers. They go inside to Himes. Initially deflected, but she will draw the foul from Madison Hatcher. Hatcher's first personal. CIU's first team foul here in the second half. Mackenzie Himes, sophomore from Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Shot 54% from the cherry stripe a year ago. Her first one today will fall. Himes with 9 points. That's second best for Union, aside from Linton's 12. Himes goes 2 for 2. They dish off to Trewick at the top of the key. Trying to go back door. Trewick ran too far underneath the basket. Hammond's on the other end. Hammonds fouled on the layup. It won't fall, but she'll get 2 shots from the line as Hatcher's going to be whistled her second personal. Only foul trouble in the first half for CIU was Zion Neat with 3 and Zany Thompson with 2. Now Hatcher has 2 of her own, both coming in the second half, as Hammonds will get her first free throw to fall. The lead for Columbia International stands at 20. It's been as high as 30 back in the second quarter. Hammonds goes 2 for 2. She now has 3 points as Brittany Brown checks in with Madison Hatcher stepping aside. Rams leading 54-35 over Union. Home opener in the 2021 campaign. Ferrara, as she was falling, tried dumping it off. It's into the wrong hands. Hammonds, coast to coast. Struggling from the field, but she'll take her trip to the line for the 3rd time today. Brooke Hammonds continues to struggle with her shots. Now 0 for 7. But she's looking to add on her 4th and 5th points with her 3rd time at the line. Hammonds with a swish. Hammonds was limited to just 1 point in the first half. She's got 4 so far in the third quarter. As Heston went for the turnaround shot from the block, she's fouled by Shelby Newland. That's Newland's 4th personal foul. I'm not sure that Union is making any changes as of now to Newland. Looks now that Jervis will be making her way to the scorers table. Losing Shelby Newland to fouls is a tough, tough break. She's been a great facilitator so far. 4 points and 4 rebounds for Union. Heston's first free throws up and good. Heston 2 for 2. Union looking to fight their way back into the ball game here in the third quarter. Himes from the low block. Whistles blow against Hannah Trawick. That's going to pick up her 3rd personal foul. Now she's the second Ram to have 3, along with Zion Neat. You also look at Trawick in the rotation. She's in there with Zany Thompson, who will soon check in, but Thompson has 2 fouls of her own. One thing that has plagued the Rams here is the personal fouls. Himes' first shot up and good. Himes with 11. Now with 12. Kanaya Watkins and Thompson into the ball game for Howard and Trawick. Watkins driving left side, deflected by Jervis. (56-39) Rams, 7:23 to play in the third quarter. The lead sits at 25 for CIU. With Heston driving, she's whistled for the travel. Full court pressure from CIU. You've got Thompson and Himes, the lone players back in the backcourt. Hammonds breaks through, driving on Thompson. As Thompson will whistle for her 3rd personal, and the Rams' interior defenders are racking up the personal fouls. That may be what lets the door open for Union here in the second half. Hammonds' 4th time at the line today. First shot up and good. Hammonds is 0 for 6 from the field, but she's now 6 of 7 from the charity stripe. All 6 points of hers today coming from the free throw line. And now make it 7. Ferrara, top of the key. Watkins inside the paint. Too strong. Himes battling. Whistles will blow against the Rams and against Zany Thompson. Thompson's 4th personal. 6:50 to play in the third quarter. The MC Outlaws going to have to come off the bench for CIU, with Thompson picking up her 4th. Now the 5th team foul for CIU will send Himes to the line for 2. A lead that was once 30 has been trimmed down to 15. And the shot will not fall as Lele Linton whistled for the infraction, being above the free throw line here outside the perimeter. Himes will rattle out the second free throw. Last touched by CIU. A lead that was once 30 has been trimmed down to 15 for Columbia International. Union not going away quietly. And after a referees conference, they changed their mind, and it's Rams basketball. Outlaw working on Himes as she dumped off to Heston. Hammonds took it away. Hammonds coast to coast with her first bucket of the ball game. She's got 9 points, but all of them have been from the free throw line. Heston on the other end with the and one. Mackenzie Himes whistled for the personal foul. That's her third personal. Union's third team foul here in the third quarter. Speaking of threes, Zion Neat with 3 personal fouls of her own checks back in for the first time since early in the second quarter, with Ferrara heading to the bench for CIU. Heston at the line. She's 3 for 4 from the charity stripe today. And she completes the three-point play. Heston's got 18. Hammonds from 3. Too strong. Heston brings it down, her 5th board of the afternoon. Watkins in transition. Can't get it to fall. Brown with the offensive bring down. Under 6 to play in the third. Neat. Brown, left side, runner. Not enough. Jump ball. MC Outlaw got it tangled up with Reagan King. And the possession arrow points to the Rams' direction. Neat into Heston. Wide open 3. Cash it. Tania Heston off the glass. The bank is open. Nia Watkins going to be whistled for the foul on the inbounds. That's Watkins' second personal foul. And she'll check aside for Quinnica Howard. Hatcher back into the mix for Brown as well. Gracie Jervis at the line. 5'7", sophomore guard. First shot up and good. Jervis a 62% shooter from the charity stripe a season ago. He's 2 for 3 today. Hammonds the offensive board. Put back. Will not fall. Neat has it stolen away. Hammonds once again remains scoreless from the field. All her 9 points have come from the line. Heston straight away. Brought down by Jervis. Rams lead by 18. Linton, the runner, off the mark. Offensive board for Fox. Straight away, Hammonds. Too strong off the front iron. King with the extra effort. She gets the offensive rebound and sees Quinnica Howard pick up her first personal foul. First time today, Reagan King headed to the line. 6'1" freshman from Pineville, Kentucky. King with her first points today. First shot up and good. 2 for 2. King from the low post. Reagan King with 4 points in the ball game, just like that. The Rams lead 63-48. Deficit back to 15 points for the Bulldogs. Heston tried going over the top to Neat. Too much under it. Four minutes, 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Rams keeping the pressure on, leading by 14. Jervis stands at the top of the key. They go down low to Linton. And some tanglement inside the circle from Hammonds and Trawick. Will be a jump ball awarded to Union. Inside to Hammonds. Off the glass. And Hammonds getting there quickly defensively to knock it away. I believe Brooke Hammonds might have her finger bleeding so slightly. Officials timeout. Make that a CIU timeout. 3:45 to play in the third quarter. Columbia International's lead down to 12. 62-50 on the CIU Sports Network. .345 to play in the third quarter here in Columbia. CIU leading Union 62-50. A lead that was at one point 30 points in the second quarter has now been trimmed down to 12 for the Rams. Hatcher with the right hand. Can't get the shot to fall, but she will get 2 free throws courtesy of the personal foul on Abigail Smith. Smith's first, Union's fourth team foul. Hatcher, first free throw is good. Two for two for Hatcher. She now has 13. Howard intercepting the pass. Still loose. Ferrara went to come away with it, and she was fouled by Smith. Abigail Smith a quick 2 personal fouls for Union. And now with that being the 5th team foul, that puts Union in the bonus and puts Ferrara at the line for CIU. She got to retie her shoe first. The left shoe came off on that last possession. Looking ahead on the Rams' schedule. Be back here on Monday night, 5:30, as they host Weber International out of Florida. Ferrara's first free throw, too much. Ferrara cannot get either bucket to fall from the charity stripe. Now Hammonds double teamed in the backcourt. Jervis up to Linton. They broke the press. Smith in the right corner. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the third. Eight on the shot clock. 4, 3, Linton. Too much. Her own offensive board and put back. Misfires as well, but she'll draw the foul. Hannah Trawick with 4 personals. The first Ram to have 4 in the ball game. Back into the game is MC Outlaw for Trawick. Linton. First free throw's up and good. A 79% shooter from the charity stripe a season ago. She goes 2 for 2 on that trip. .240 to play in the third. Heston kicks it out to Howard from 3. Quanika Howard with the tray. Jervis cannot respond. Heston going coast to coast. Tania Heston now with 23 points. She leads all scorers, and the Rams go back up by 17 on Union. Under 2 to play in the third. Inside to Hammond, defended by Howard. She has it stripped. Hammond able to recover. Howard with yet another deflection. And Hatcher is all by herself. The Rams starting to pull away yet again here in the third quarter. King from the paint. Won't get it to fall. Howard there to pull down the board. Ferrara off the mark. As Madison Hatcher whistled for the personal foul. That's Hatcher's third. That'll put Union at the line, bringing both Brown and Watkins for CIU, with Ferrara and Hatcher stepping aside. CIU on a 7-0 run the last minute and a half. Meanwhile, Union has nearly gone scoreless for 3 whole minutes. First free throw from Smith up and good. Smith goes 2 for 2. 17-point lead for CIU with under a minute to play in the third quarter. Brown, just not there. Last touch by CIU. .45 seconds left in the third quarter. Hammond's nearly double teamed. And now they left her all alone. But she misfires. Linton the offensive board. Put back will rattle out. Second chance is there. Lily Linton makes it a 15-point ball game. Shot clock now turned off. 15 seconds to play in the third. Heston holding for the last shot. She's got 3 seconds. She was going in for the drive. We see Jervis whistled for the foul. And that puts Heston at the line. for 2 shots, with Union being in the bonus. 2 7/10 seconds left. Heston 4 for 5 from the line today, as she nets her 24th point. Heston had just 8 points in the loss to Voorhees on Thursday. Here today, she still has a quarter to play, and she's got 25. Hammond cannot get the buzzer beater to fall. 1 quarter to play. Rams lead it 73-56 over Union on the CIU Sports Network. Ten minutes left in the ball game. CIU up 73-56 over Union. Heston leads all scorers with 25. She kicks it out. Quinnica Howard from 3. Off the mark. Loose rebound brought down by the Rams. Ferrara, the straightaway. Cash it. Madison Ferrara back into the mix for CIU. She's got 12. Over to King underneath. Union not going away just yet. They trail by 18. The Rams looking to slow things down here in the 4th quarter. Ferrara's pass was left short and picked off by King. On the other end is Linton. And Hammonds wide open. 3 from downtown. Brooke Hammonds, the 2-time All-American, now has 14 points. Her first shot that falls from downtown comes here in the 4th quarter. A deficit of 15 is the closest Union's been since the 2nd quarter. Heston, step back J. Rattling out. King in transition. And 1. Foul on Kanaya Watkins. Watkins' 3rd personal foul. Rams' first team foul in the 4th. Speaking of 4 fouls, you've got Shelby Newland back onto the floor for Union. She had to exit back early on in the 3rd, as Smith will step aside. 1 free throw for King. Sinks it. After she completes a 3-point play, she heads to the bench. Mackenzie Himes coming back on the floor. The closest the Bulldogs have been since the 2nd quarter. The lead is 12 for CIU, as Neat's turnaround shot won't fall. On the other end, Linton. Jumper was initially deflected. Neat able to bring it down. Head the other way is Heston. Out of bounds, last touch by Hammonds and the Union Bulldogs. Madison Hatcher onto the floor for Neat. .15 on the shot clock for Hatcher. She works a screen from Heston, but Hatcher gonna be whistled for the travel. Rams still applying that full court pressure. Able to dump it off to Linton, back to Newland. Jumper from the elbow. Shelby Newland cuts the deficit to 10 points. Timeout, Danielle Fleming and CIU. You hear the excitement from Union. They're not done yet. We've got a ball game here in the fourth quarter. Rams lead it by 10 on the CIU Sports Network. Back on the CIU Sports Network, 7 minutes, 32 seconds left in regulation. Columbia International up on Union, 76-66. But that 10-point lead, the closest it's been since the second quarter. Bulldogs on a 10-0 run the last 2 minutes. Meanwhile, Columbia International scoring drought goes even further. They haven't scored in nearly 2.5 minutes. Hatcher, Ferrara, Howard, Heston, and Thompson on the floor for CIU. On the other end, Union's got Jervis, Hammonds, Newland, Himes, and Linton. Over the top to Thompson, off the mark on the pass. Union looking to make this a single-digit game. At one point, they trailed by 30. Inside to Himes, off the glass. The lead is down to 8 for CIU. Heston, layup is deflected by Linton, no fouls. Could the Bulldogs make it a 6-point game? Thompson loses the rebound, Linton's there. Hammonds on the low post. Jervis from 3. Off the front iron, brought down by Ferrara. Six minutes, 20 seconds left in the fourth. Rams leading by 8. They haven't scored in over 3 minutes. Thompson from the paint. Off the mark. Loose ball brought down by the Bulldogs. Newland tried working around Heston. She'll draw the foul. Head to the line for 2. That's Heston's first personal here in the fourth quarter. Trawick checking in for Thompson, with Newland at the line shooting 2. Sophomore from Mount Vernon, Kentucky, has the first rattle out. Bulldogs down by 8. It's been as much as 30 points. Back at the 2.5-minute mark in the second quarter. Newland's able to sink the second. This is a 7-point game with under 6 to play. As Heston was driving, she'll draw the foul from Jervis. Gracie Jervis, her 4th. You've got Newland with 4, Hammonds and Himes with 3 apiece, and as I just mentioned, Jervis with 4 fouls. The Union Bulldogs are in foul trouble. Heston, step back J from the elbow. Off the mark. Newland headed to the line yet again. It's Madison Hatcher. Whistled for the foul. Now her fourth personal. Union on a 12. Make that 13-0 run the last 4 minutes. First shot from Newland up and good. The lead's down to 6 for CIU with 5.5 to play. For Union to even be in contention, making this a game in the fourth quarter is an accomplishment in itself. They're down by 30 in the first half. Newland goes 2 for 2. We've got a 5-point game coming up on 5 to play. Rams scoreless the last 4.5 minutes. They need a bucket dearly. Heston, turnaround in the paint, too strong. Trawick went to bring down the offensive board, and she last touched it. It'll be Union basketball. Watkins onto the floor for Heston. Five-point game with 5 minutes left. Jervis looked at the three. They go inside to Hines. Turnaround right hand, rattling out. Watkins bringing down the board. It's 4-on-2 for the Rams. Watkins coast to coast off the glass. Scoring drought ends at 4 minutes, 37 seconds. Hammonds from 3. Cannot get the lucky bounce. Last touched by the Rams. Seven-point game, 4:27 left. Hammonds from 3. She got it. Timeout Union. Hammonds is fired up and so are the Bulldogs. They're on an 18-2 run the last 5 minutes. They've drawn within 4 with just over 4 to play. We'll be back for more on the CIU Sports Network. Back in Columbia and led by Brooke Hammonds, 16 points here in the second half. The Union has drawn within 4 of Columbia International. The lead at 1 point for CIU was 30 points back in the second quarter. It's now dwindled to 4 with just over 4 minutes left. Rams on the wrong end of an 18-2 run by Union the last 5 minutes. Watkins has it stripped away. Union looking to be down within a bucket as Watkins will knock it away out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog basketball. Rams looking for their first win of the season after they fell on Thursday to Voorhees. Meanwhile, Union looking to move to 2-0. Inbounds to Hammonds. Defended by Ferrara. The lead is 4 for CIU. Linton looking to drive. They dump it off to Newland in the corner. Shelby Newland from the paint. Off the glass. Bulldogs are down by a bucket. 78-76 CIU. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. Union's entire bench is on their feet as Watkins gets the runner to fall. Rams responded when they needed it most. Back up by 4. Meanwhile, Union continues to be on that tear, a 20-4 run the last 6 minutes. Hammonds has it stripped. Howard headed the other way. Quinnica, coast to coast. Timeout, CIU. It'll be a full timeout. 2 minutes, 59 seconds left. This one's getting exciting. Fireworks down the stretch. CIU up 82-76 on Union here on the CIU Sports Network. Back on the CIU Sports Network. 2 minutes, 59 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. CIU leading Union 82-76. Now just a 6-point ball game. Union has battled their way back effortlessly on a 20-4 run the last 6 minutes. Hammonds with the inbounds. The Rams are presenting a full court press. 2-2-1. Hammonds will bring it up the floor. Dump it off to Linton. Newland's going to drive in the paint on Trawick. She can't defend too aggressively as Trawick's got 4 fouls. And we see Newland take advantage. Cut the deficit back down to 4 for the Bulldogs. Eight on the shot clock. Howard from 3. Off the mark, brought down by Hammonds. The 2-time conference player of the year. Dumps it off to Newland, but her back foot was on the sidelines, out of bounds. Zion Neat checking in for CIU. As Madison Ferrara will step aside. 2:07 to play in the fourth. CIU up by 4. Neat's got to be careful. She's got 3 fouls, but as do Hatcher and Trawick. Howard stands at the top of the key looking to slow things down. 10 on the shot clock. She drives. Layup left short. Trawick the offensive board. Rolling loose. And Howard dove, but she needed an extra foot of hardwood before the sideline. It's out of bounds. And it'll be Bulldog basketball. They're down by 4. Union's got 1:44 to make it up. Newland, pump fake inside. Trawick, the deflection. Heston's going to be fouled, and he'll head to the line for 2. Hannah Trawick with one of the biggest defensive stops we've seen in this ball game. Correction, that would not put Union in the bonus. CIU will have the inbounds on the near sideline. 1:25 to play. Neat will have the throw in. Union's bringing the house defensively. Deflected out by the Bulldogs. It remains Rams basketball. Minute 24 left in the fourth quarter. Neat goes over the top to Howard, but Newland with the steal. She can't get the bucket to fall. And as Hammond came down with it, we're going to see a jump ball go in favor of Union. Ferrara in the mix for Zion Neat. Minute 19 to play in the fourth. Rams lead it by 4. Newland, the throw in along the baseline. Underneath their own basket. Hammonds from 3. Off the front iron. Heston brings down the board. She escapes the defenders who were set to foul her. We're coming up on a minute left. Heston trying to run out this clock. Howard at the center court logo. 60 seconds remaining. 16 on the shot clock. And whistled for the defensive foul on the block was Shelby Newland. That's her 5th, and she's done for. Quinnica Howard fell hard to the floor, and she's still down. Howard slow to get up after the hard fall. And Newland's day is done. Shelby Newland, 13 points and 4 rebounds for this Union group. She was a key facilitator in keeping the Bulldogs in this ball game throughout the contest. With 55 seconds left, we were going to see Howard go to the line, but referees changed their mind. That foul on the floor. Rams will have the inbounds along their own baseline on the far end. Leading by 4. They've got Hatcher, Heston, Howard, Watkins, and Trawick on the floor. Hatcher, the inbounds. And a foul before the inbounds on Lily Linton as she was guarding Henson. Hatcher again. Into Heston. Ball's loose on the ground. She has to dump it off, and it's Himes who comes away with it. Whistles blow for a foul on Kanaya Watkins. That's Watkins' 4th personal foul. Doesn't matter much at this point. 51 seconds left. Rams up by 4, 82-78. Just the 14th foul. They've got one more to give. Jervis and Hammonds stands in the backcourt. Rams sticking what they've been going with on a 2-3 zone. Linton left side. 21-second differential between Gamecock and shot clock. Smith from the right corner. Off the mark. Loose ball. Who touched it last? It's CIU basketball. 34 seconds left. It's now a 4-second differential between that game clock and shot clock. First time into the ball game today is Madison Cox in for Union as Himes will step aside. Cox, a sophomore out of Lexington, Kentucky. Timeout taken on the floor by Union. 34 seconds left. Rams leading by 4. We'll be back as we close it out on the CIU Sports Network. Back on the CIU Sports Network, 34 seconds left in the ball game. Rams up by 4, 82-78. CIU will have the inbounds. They get it in to Quinnica Howard. Linton will foul her to stop the clock, just over 30 seconds. That is the 15th foul, which means Quinnica Howard's headed to the line for a pair of free throws. 2 for 2 for the charity stripe today is Howard, and she's got 16. Howard's first free throw will fall. Rams lead at 5 with 30 seconds left. Howard's second free throw rattling out, brought down by Hammonds. Timeout, Union. Bulldogs will take the timeout. 29 and 4/10 left. It is a 4/10 second difference. 29.4 on the game clock, 29 on the shot clock. When we come back, Rams lead by 5 on the CIU Sports Network. Back in the fourth quarter, a lead that was 1 point, 30-point lead for CIU is down to 5. Union has battled their way back effortlessly, but they've struggled here as of late. The Bulldogs scoreless the last 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Rams up 83-78. Union will have the inbounds along the far sideline. Referee's conversation. There's less than a second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith along the far side. She's running out of time, and she gets it into Jervis. Right wing is Hammond. Smith from 3. Left it short. And Jervis's attempted save should be called out of bounds. Timeout, CIU. 17.5 to play. CIU up 83-78. We'll close it out when we come back on the CIU Sports Network. Seventeen and a half seconds left in the fourth quarter. CIU up 83-78 on Union. A 5-point lead for the Rams, and they've got possession. On their own end of the floor, Hatcher will inbound just in front of the CIU bench. You've got Hatcher, Watkins, Trawick, Howard, and Hessen on the floor for CIU. They get it in to Quinnica. She dumps back off to Hatcher, and she'll be fouled by Hammond. 13 seconds left in the fourth, and Hatcher's headed to the line for 2. Madison Hatcher, a freshman from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, had 16 points today. She's now 3 for 3 from the line. Make it 4 for 4. 2 key free throws from Madison Hatcher makes this a 7-point ball game. Hammond's looking to score quickly. 10 seconds left. She'll dump off to Cox, who will train a jumper. 4 seconds left. And now they're going to add 3 tenths back on the clock to put 4.3 seconds up there. Now a 5-point ball game. Still waiting on the clock to be fixed. There it is, 4.3 seconds. 85-80 CIU. They get into Quinnica Howard, and she's fouled immediately with 3 seconds left. Howard headed back to the line. This game not over yet. Quinnica Howard, 17 points in this ball game today. And now with 18, she matches her career high. 86-80 in favor of CIU. And just like that, Quinnica Howard's got a career high of 19 points. With 3 seconds left, the Rams lead it by 7. Hammonds with one last effort. That'll do it. CIU wins it 87-80 over Union. It didn't come easy and it didn't come fast. Nearly a second half collapse avoided by Columbia International as they pick up their first win of the 2021 campaign. They improved to 1-1 on the regular season. Meanwhile, Union falls to 1-1 on the year. We'll take a short break and be back with you with Rams head coach Danielle Fleming to talk about her thoughts on this game and the roller coaster of a ride it was. We return on the CIU Sports Network. We're back on the CIU Sports Network. Kay Crenshaw joined by head coach Danielle Fleming. Coach, you get the win today, 87-80 over Union, but it didn't come easy. Talk to me about the roller coaster of a second half.
Wow. Yeah, what a great game. I know it's probably a shock to everybody. You know, when we came out, I mean, we played extremely well that first half, up by, 30 maybe? But in the locker room, the score I told them was 0-0. This is a good team led by a fifth-year senior and a nice junior. So, you know, I knew they were going to make a run. There's no way they're going to come in here and do that. So we made some mistakes and some errors going down. Some shots didn't fall, but we gutted it out, right? So that was the big thing at the end. In the fourth quarter, I wanted to be on top, and so we did a good job.
Well, the shots were definitely falling for Kanika Howard. She had a new career-high 19 points today, including a majority of those coming from the cherry stripe, 5 of 6 today from the line for Kanika.
Yes, I mean, she's been playing great, not just in games. Obviously, this is our second game, but in practice, you know, she's been doing good. And I told her at the very beginning of the season, I said, what's the best ability? And she said, availability. So if she can stay healthy and we can get her, I mean, she's going to have a phenomenal season for us.
You knock off a good team in Union. They were picked to finish 4th in the conference. But the only way you're going to do that is with veteran leadership. Heston leading the way with 25.
Man, you know, I knew she was going to be instant leadership coming in. You know, it's going to get her a minute to get used to my style. I thought she had some great takes, some great passes. Try to, you know, put our team on the back at the end, and I think she did. You know, it's not all about scoring with her. It's about getting the team to huddle and getting the team to make the right plays and settling us down when we get it. So that was great. That was great.
We talk about veteran leadership, but also Madison Hatcher played a pretty good ball game. We can't look over her second today with 18 points. Talk to me about the true freshman.
Yeah, man, she's just phenomenal. She's phenomenal. She comes in, she works hard, she puts in the time, and she played great. I expect from her what I expect from my upperclassmen, and I mean, that's to play hard. She settles us down. She's our energy bug, you know, so she doesn't play like a freshman. I think she's a real candidate for freshman of the year, but I know that's down the road. I want her to just be consistent.
That's Danielle Fleming, head coach of the CIU Rams, as Columbia International takes down Union 87-80 on this Saturday afternoon. Coach, go enjoy the weekend, enjoy the win.
Thank you, and it's my anniversary tomorrow, so I'm excited that I am going to enjoy this weekend.
All right, you and Coach Fleming going to enjoy it. We have any big anniversary plans?
We're going to watch film on Weber.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
Night.
That's a coaching relationship right
Yes.
there. Well, that'll wrap it up for us here inside the More Fitness Center. For Danielle Fleming, I'm Kay Crenshaw saying good night, and as always, remember to smile.